Everyone. So thank you for joining us today. My name is Crystal, and I'm the marketing director at BigSpy. I'm delighted to be here today to share insights on key strategies for increasing Shopify store conversions alongside Tom from Channelwill. Today's section will last approximately 1 hour. I will start with my presentation first, followed by Tom, who will share insights on Channelwill CRO for eCommerce. So Tom, good morning. So are you still in Bangkok?
Hi, good morning, Crystal. Yes, I am. It's a beautiful day here.
Yeah, how's the weather? I think it's
It's hot,
already
like
hot
always.
there. It's cool because it's still cold in my city. I would marry you actually. And okay, so you can also give us a brief introduction to Channelwill.
Yeah, for sure. My name is Tom Chow. I'm the director of CRO for Channelwill. For Channelwill, we focus on platform apps for Shopify clients, including some apps I'll talk about today for rewards and loyalty, as well as user reviews. We have a number of other services, including parcel tracking. So I'll just speak to some of those a little bit later.
Okay, thanks, Tom. And okay, after Tom's presentation, we will have a Q&A section. And so if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on the message board. We will address them after the section. So now let's get started with my presentation. One moment, please. Let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah, it's my pleasure to share with you some of the most effective strategies to boost the traffic to your Shopify store conversions with the strategic advertising. And if you're currently facing challenges such as missing peak traffic times, not capitalizing on trending products, lacking insight into real market feedback, or struggling with low product selection efficiency, BigSpy can help address and improve all of these issues. Now, let's return to our today's topic. As we all know, e-commerce is evolving rapidly, and staying ahead means understanding key trends, implementing smart tactics, and learning from successful examples. Let's dive into these topics and uncover practical insights you can use right away. So first, let's begin with the big picture. Firstly, social media advertising is a game changer for e-commerce. So did you know that over 54% of brands use it to promote their product? Social e-commerce is booming and is expected to hit 2.9 billion trillion actually, by 2026. And also, but now all successful sellers know their value of diversification. 44% advertiser on both Google and Facebook, while 56% use platform-specific strategies for different products. This flexibility is key to reaching varied audience effectively. So ask yourself first, are you diversifying your ad platforms and strategies to maximize reach and engagement? As you know, differentiation is the secret to standing out. Advertisers who use unique strategies for platforms like Google or Facebook often achieve better results. For instance, Google Ads might focus on search dive intent, while I think Facebook excels to showcasing virals and creating emotional connections. It's better than Google's. The consumers in different industries also have different characteristics. For instance, we just found in the clothing and accessories sector, consumers are highly price sensitive. So making discount marketing is exactly a powerful strategy. There are 37% of eyes in this category include product discounts. So highlight the importance of appealing to cost-conscious buyers while maintaining a balance to product brand value. And in addition, to match consumer searches and save times, it's crucial to ensure consistency between your ad copy and product descriptions. This simple alignment can boost the click-through rates by up to 250%, making a highly effective strategy. Also, equally important is ensuring your stock data is accurate. Removing out-of-stock items from ads can boost your return on ad spend by 181%. This simple yet crucial step ensures you are not wasting resources on available products. So my suggestion is audit just your campaigns today. Are you using discount strategically, and is your stock information up to date? And actually, on average, the merchant chains using 3.2 ad channels, with Australian sellers leading the pack to 3.9. Multi-channels advertising broadens reach and mitigates risk associated with over-reliance on one platform. So which channels are you currently using? Are there platforms you are overlooked that could benefit for your business? Next, let's take a closer look at high-quality marketing campaigns and crafted and executed. First one, let's start with the swimwear category. And the first one, I just choose the Cupshe. It's a Facebook account, has garnered, you can see that here, over 1 million followers, earning widespread popularity for its extensive variety of styles, inclusive sizing for all body types, and affordable pricing. Over the past 6 months, the brand has created more than 1,600 ad creatives, with the peak ad activities connected in November. And from the data point of the view, Cupshe focused on the US market with visually appealing image creatives. The landing pages are used to drive traffic to independent websites, apps, and Instagrams. Now let's take a look at how the brands recently launched as driving traffic. The creatives are launched in November 2023 and have been running for a year. Let me play it.
I won't be sad if anyone misses out on this jumpsuit. Size patch pocket. V neckline. So stretchy. Flowy and soft material. Different color to choose.
Okay, here, I also distilled a general creative formula specifically for closing advertisements. First, just capture the audience attention with the crucial golden 5 seconds with striking visuals. And second is the product details. Highlight practical and attractive aspects of the designs to join the audience interest. And the third one is emphasize differentiation, showcase various colors and styles to cater to different preferences and individual tastes. The next, the next category, Vegas, is another highly competitive and popular market, I think. Actually, Chinese manufacturers dominate the global wig industry, accounting for, I think, it's 80% of the market share. For example, the influencer-driving brand BGM Girl is a product of Chinese manufacturing, with its official website clearly stating that orders to the ship it directly from China. And the brand has been established for over 4 years, I think. And with the video ads accounting for more than 80% for its campaigns. And the brand's target market is Canada, where it collaborates with the influencers to drive traffic primarily to its Shopify store and TikTok shop. Let's take a look about the case from this brand. This seemingly crazy video deliver equally crazy result with, and you can see that in here, the estimated 1.3 million impressions and 13,000 likes. Let me play.
What if I told you my wig was glueless?
Yeah, it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. Let me go. At the end of the night, I can take her right off. Yeah. Oh, wait. I didn't even comb her yet. Okay, she is gorgeous. I can dig this for sure. I'm actually about to go to the gym, so I don't even need all of this. And like I said, at the end of the night, she's coming straight off. Yeah, we love glueless. Yeah, get you one. Yeah.
Okay, the creative formula for this campaign is as follows. First, confusing behavior. Create suspense at the beginning to immediately capture attention, and then just emphasize key product selling points through the dramatic actions. Last but not least, just limit time offer, drive urgency to stimulate the purchase.
What if I?
Sorry. The next one is home decor. I've selected a highly valuable references brand, My DIY. With 7 million followers on Facebook, the brand averages 6 ad creatives per week. It's a lot, actually, with a strong emphasis on video content. And its primary target is Asian market, along with some developed countries in Europe and North America. Its advertising strategy features a powerful campaign matrix, driving traffic to both its Instagram account and independent website. And also, let's take a look first. Actually, the video is a bit long, so I won't play it in full.
Lost. Damn, obvious, man.
Hey, cut it. Let's figure it out. Ugh,
Figure what out?
figure this.
Figure what
What
out?
is wrong with
We're
you?
freaking lost.
Hey!
Guys, today is Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Spread some love, light, and cheer. What Christmas? Stop being so warm and fuzzy. We are lost. We must do something
Then
now.
let's.
Listen, will you?
Dude, Mike's missing.
Mike, Felix Fernando. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Mike! Mike!
No, I haven't.
You know, I really do miss Christmas.
Okay, just stop here because it's really long. Actually, the main point is to leverage the breaking news styles as to engage audience, then magnify the contradictions as Christmas like joyful and VS missing is hurtful. Last also is convey selling points through the sketch plot, leaving a lasting impression. Next, let's talk about pet supplies, a booming market worth hundreds of billions for the second to the last categories. The well-known all-encompassing pet supplies brand, PetStop, has begun engaged in online marketing for over a decade. Its advertising campaigns primarily focus on image-based creatives, and the landing pages are designed to drive all traffic to Shopify store with a primary focus on Irish market. And the brand has a viral video that's incredibly engaging. Let's take a look.
If I told you things I did before, told you how I used to be, would you go along with someone like me? If you knew my story word for word, had all of my history, would you go along with someone?
Okay, so as you saw it, the pets are giving human like trees to spark curiosity, and then has a fun interpretations of pet actions enhance their charm. Last one is showcase brand strengths. The factory setting subtly highlights the brand's quality. These playful videos have another advantage is they naturally encourage user interaction because the comment section is filled with humorous remarks from pet owners, like asking if their dog can be sent to work at the factory. The overall atmosphere is lighthearted and fun, creating a positive and approachable image for the pet stop at the pet stop brand. The last one, final, we just share a brand that specializes in 3C accessories, but has successfully positioned itself as a trendy and stylish choice. Casetify is a well-known brand online, largely because influencers and celebrities loving using their phone cases. Additionally, the brand stands out of its high average order value. The brand has over 2 million followers on Facebook and operates a powerful advertising account matrix. It effectively covers all e-commerce developed countries, including United States, Japan, South Korea, and more. In terms of ad volume, the brand's account matrix is incredibly robust, with Google Ads accounting for the larger share. Next, let's take a look at how they present phone accessories and if they were high fashion items. Yeah, we can see the video is very, very short and features a unique product called the magnetic charge pad. It's designed for Microsoft compatible phone cases. Simply bring the phone case close to the power connected pad and it automatically attaches and begins charging. Now, turning the creative aspects of the video, let's start with the key elements. The first one is just use an eye-catching cover with a high saturation and contrasting colors. The second is showcase rich styles. Dynamic color change cleverly reflects rich styles. And third one is control the piece. Use a brisk piece to convey the brand's young and fashion image. Now concludes the case study section. We just can wrap up by summarizing the 4 key marketing principles. The first one is clarify your audience and goals. Take the caption video as an example. Its target audience is women. So in addition to driving traffic to their independent website, they also use Instagram as a key channel for engagement. As we all know, the platforms like Instagram and Pinterest have a higher percentage of female users. So making Instagram an ideal choice to increase repeat purchases. Here we will also outline some common audience targeting questions and goals as a references to help you better define your strategy. The second is create a perfect image. For example, the version of Casetify as a exceptionally well crafted, whether it's ad images or the video thumbnails, they are designed by eye-catching and ensuring using pause and engage with the content. The third one is conveying your brand story. For instance, like the pet supply ads often incorporate the footage shot in the factory, showcasing where the products are made and the manufacturing process. These elements are all part of the brand story, helping to build trust and connect with the audience on a deeper level. Last but not least, create a sense of urgency. By using video pacing, music, or compelling copy, a sense of urgency can be effectively created. Below are some commonly used phrases in ads that drive users to make a purchase, like the limited time only, or buy now, or last chance. The phrases are simple yet powerful, encouraging immediately action. Well, if you want to explore more ad ideas or find winning products, then BigSpy will be a powerful tool for you. So for those interested, you can search for BigSpy in your brochures. Also, to thanks for your supporting for our webinar, you can also use the code BASIC to get basic monthly plan at $1. And please make sure to write them as within the next 3 days and don't miss this opportunity. Finally, just you also can scan our QR code to follow our LinkedIn account, where we regularly share valuable insights on ad selections and marketing materials. And thanks for your supporting. And if you have any questions, you can ask now, or maybe you can just leave the message on our message board. That's all my presentation. Now let me take the time to Tom. Let me stop my share. So Tom, can you hear?
Yeah, thanks, Crystal.
Yeah, welcome. It's your time now.
Sure, I guess I'll start. I don't see any questions in the chat, so I think I'll just launch into my presentation. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining. My name is Tom. I'm the Director of CRO for Channelwill. Today I'll just be going through a couple of key strategies that we've used with clients to help boost their CRO, especially for e-commerce. And I'm going to start by talking about the three main challenges that I see for most e-commerce clients. The first is having a low checkout rate. So you have a lot of great products, but people are not really checking out and buying them. That tends to be the most important thing. According to Statista in 2018, there's a study that found over 70% of carts are actually abandoned. So most of the time, the traffic that you might be spending money through Google or Facebook ads to drive to your website, it's not actually converting. So by working on these aspects, you're going to be able to improve your marketing efficiency and improve your return on investment. The second main challenge that I see is stores that don't have a good funnel for getting repeat buyers, or they don't have good systems for encouraging the customers that have already bought from you to become repeat buyers and become loyal buyers, as well as trying to boost your AOV, or average order value. The third main challenge that I see is brands tend to drive a lot of traffic to category pages as opposed to product pages, but they don't spend too much time trying to optimize category pages for what I call discovery and navigation. So trying to get users that come to category pages to explore your brand and find the right product. For example, category page might be something like men's running shoes, whereas your product page tends to be a more branded search. It might be something like Adidas, Pure Boost Light. And in those cases, the category page tends to drive the bulk of the traffic when it comes to organic traffic or paid traffic. So I'll talk about these three things in turn in my presentation. So the results of having these problems is that for an e-com owner, you might be facing challenges like you have a low return on ad spend. You might not be able to scale some of your ads profitably, and you might face things like a high acquisition cost, which makes it difficult for you to maybe expand your store or to reinvest cash flow. So first point I'll make is that you don't really need more traffic. You just need more of your traffic to convert into sales. And for this, I'm going to take a look at four methods that I've seen to improve checkout rates. So the first one is adding more trust signals to your website. The general idea here is that people like to buy from high trust websites. The second is social proof. People like to buy from sellers or stores that are already established, that are already popular. The third is what I call reasons to buy. We need to give customers a strong reason, a strong proposition to choose your brand over others, as most markets tend to be quite competitive. And the fourth is just giving customers their preferred choice of payment, and perhaps even like financing options like Affirm or Klarna. So starting with the first one, trust signals. So what is a trust signal? It's really anything that helps a user understand more about your website, either your value proposition, or why they should trust you. Why should they put their credit card information? Ultimately, for an e-commerce company, we need to develop a high trust user flow when it comes to design, when it comes to how we present our products, and when it comes to how we encourage users to actually check out. And by doing all of these things, users are going to feel more comfortable. It's going to remove the friction and to help them ultimately go to a sale. So what are some examples of this? Things like having a website SSL. So simple things, having a payment gateway SSL, showing that your payments are secured. Maybe you have the icon that shows we use bank level encryption. There's lots of different ways that websites display that. But also things like having different policies, right? As a customer, do I understand what your refund policy or what your satisfaction guarantee is? And making sure that if you have a policy like that, it's displayed prominently on pages such as the checkout page, such as the product page, so that users who are interested in buying a product, they can understand, okay, if I don't like the product, I can always return it. I can get things like free shipping. And those are all great things that help users get past that initial barrier to a purchase and to ultimately get them to that final sale. But this also includes things like having reviews, which I'll talk about in social proof. So having reviews, especially from third-party platforms like Google, Trustpilot, Better Business Bureau, as well as things like showing any kind of awards or certifications or anything that really showcases that your business is an established player or you have some kind of credibility in the industry. So I'll show a quick example here. This is just from Amazon. Amazon does a really great job of showing all of the signs. And one of the great things with larger e-com players like Amazon is that they've spent a lot of money in terms of optimizing the design. So for smaller e-commerce companies, I usually suggest that they look at their larger competitors and just try to copy what's working for them. So things with Amazon, you can see here, it's very clear what the return policy or what the delivery policy is. It's very close to the price, which is typically where users are going to be looking at. So you want to make sure it's in a high attention zone. And then when we look at the actual purchase farther down the page, we can see that Amazon is showing it's a secure transaction. It's also showing there's a 30-day refund policy. Again, just reiterating their policies there when it comes to refunds. So for high trust websites, typically we want to see a consistent experience. We want to see transparent policies, and we want to see easy navigation, easy payment. So moving on to social proof. Social proof is anything that showcases that your brand is popular. Normally, this comes through the form of user reviews, testimonials. It can also come from celebrity or influencer endorsements, as well as things like social mentions. So let's say you were mentioned by a prominent magazine or a prominent industry publication. Those would be great things to feature on your website because it demonstrates to your target user that your product is already established in the industry. This will also include things like awards or rankings. Even sometimes brands will actually go out and conduct a survey by themselves, and they will say, out of 30 people that we surveyed, 19 of them chose us as the #1 brand in the industry. So you see that a lot in terms of what bigger brands will do. And it's helpful if you're a smaller brand, you want to try to find people that can maybe list you as in their article. And so you can say, we're ranked by this company. And so that's going to help establish your credibility when you're first starting out. So in terms of user reviews, we recommend using a plugin called Trust2. This is a review plugin that we've developed at Channelwill, and it's going to help you implement user reviews, user ratings, and how to manage them in Shopify. So just a quick screenshot from that. What this plugin does is essentially it's going to add that review functionality, and as well as give you some customization options in terms of how you want to showcase that on the front end. So the next thing for checkout rate is showing a reason to buy. Sometimes I call this something called objection handling. The idea here is that most users, when they're approaching a sale, they want to have a bit more clarity around the sale. They want to have some of their maybe emotional pain points or some of their barriers removed. And the way we do that is called objection handling. So what are some of common objections to a sale? They would include things like the price is too expensive, maybe things like quality, I want to make sure it's a good product, maybe things like the exchange policy or refund policy, as well as things like customer service and after-sales support. So how do we try to mitigate some of those concerns that our users have? Well, we do those through either things like policies like price match guarantee. We want to make sure customers, they're not shopping around. They can pick us because we'll offer a price match or we'll offer some kind of lowest price guarantee. We might offer things like a very generous return policy. It might be something that's longer than our competitors. As an example, in the mattress industry, many of the mattress companies, they'll offer things like, 180-day or basically 6-month return policy, things that get people really comfortable around buying something and knowing that they can return it even if they've used it for a while. I might come through the form of just having a really generous shipping policy. Now, not every brand is going to offer free shipping, but what you can offer is things like flat rate shipping, maybe express shipping, maybe shipping after a certain order quota. And so things like that might help customers as well get through their barriers. And then other things that customers may care about, and you need to test this in in your own industry, and they may care about post-sale service. So customer service, do you have 24-hour service? Do you have a fast response time for your your customer agents? Things like that might also help customers and help close the sale. And the last one is time. So time would be things like, do you have a promotion going on? Is there some kind of discount that's going to end soon? Those things might give clients an urgency to buy, and so help close the deal as well. So here's an example from Chewy.com. I think they do a nice job of really layering on different types of reasons to buy. So here from the top down, we can see things like having a sign-up bonus, so incentives for new users to buy. We have things like social proof, as I talked about. You have things like different types of shipping options, so you can schedule your shipping or you can just ship it one time. And then having more clarity around their shipping policy, so you'll get it in 1 to 3 days, or around their return policy. So they even offer a 1-year return policy, which is extremely generous in this particular industry. And the last thing for checkout rate is quite simple, but it's simply giving users their preferred payment options. Now, within Shopify, it is quite easy to offer support for all major credit cards, but you may also want to look at things like adding a PayPal integration, maybe Amazon Pay, as well as experimenting with sort of the buy now, pay later type of payment options like Affirm and Klarna, as those tend to be popular, especially for products that are much higher priced products, and users might be a little bit hesitant to buy them. Maybe they don't have enough cash this month to buy it, so offering something like that might be able to increase your sales. So the next point I'll make is you don't really need more customers, but you need more repeat customers. You need more repeat purchases to help grow your store. So in this section, I'll talk more about how to increase repeat buyers. So there's, again, 4 main points I'll talk about here. The first is loyalty programs. So making sure that we have something to entice first-time users to come back, or maybe even to refer a friend to our platform. The second is post-purchase, making sure we have a post-purchase sequence, such as offering a discount on their subsequent orders, such as offering an upsell to a related product. The third is having an email sequence. So similar to post-purchase, we want to make sure we have sequences that are going to keep customers updated, keep customers informed about what products we have, but also try to upsell them or cross-sell them in those sequences. And the last one here is just simply retargeting, making sure that the customers that have bought from us already, we're retargeting them through Facebook ads, through Google ads, to try and add to their lifetime value by getting them to come back to the store, or by simply making them aware of other products or offers that we have. So for loyalty programs, some simple things that you can do is just start by having a loyalty program plugin. So again, we've developed a plugin at Channelwill called Loyal. I'll show you a screenshot of that on the next slide. But having a loyalty program can be a very powerful way to incentivize users to stick to your platform. So that's kind of a brand loyalty point. And then also to add new customers through referral programs. So you might want to set up methods to earn rewards. So maybe when they sign up, or when they order, or when they refer a new customer, they'll earn some kind of point system. And you can also set up methods to redeem rewards. So are they going to get a discount or free shipping or free product when they use their rewards? And then we can also set up a referral program through the plugin. And this is going to allow us to, again, it's a very cost-effective way for us to add new customers, because all we have to do is ask our existing audience to try and promote our brand to other people. And that tends to be the most powerful form of marketing, word of mouth. And then lastly, we can also create membership tiers. So maybe like a silver, a bronze, silver, gold type of tier. So the higher tier you are, the more benefits that you get. So here's an example screenshot from the Loyal. As you can see here, you can choose different ways to customize the plugin. So different types of events or actions that users can do to earn points, and different types of redemption things that you want to give users. You can give them a flat coupon off their order. You can give them percentage coupons. You can give them like birthday bonuses, all those kinds of things you can do with Loyal. The second thing is to have a good post-purchase sequence. So right after a user has bought from you, it's a really great time to try and deepen that relationship. And so this can come in the form of offering higher discounts on subsequent purchases. For some brands, they're able to integrate sort of a immediate add to order function. So if I order something right now, I'm going to get a 50% coupon to add more things to my order. So trying to incentivize people to just increase their AOV. And then other things would be upsells and cross-sells. So let's say someone buys, a t-shirt, right? Right after they bought the t-shirt, we want to come in with some upsells and cross-sells. So maybe you want to buy some pants, or buy some related jackets, or things that are going to go well with the product that you've already bought. And this can also play well into email sequences, where you're also trying to showcase other related products to the one that the customer has already bought. So here's just an example from a Shopify store. So someone has bought, it's a clothing store, so they bought a piece of clothing, and then we're going to hit them with some discounts for maybe some bestsellers, maybe some related products in that post-purchase window here. And then finally, the third thing here is email sequences. So email is a very powerful way to continue to engage your customers, and also to continue to promote your brand and encourage those repeat buyers. So the most common email sequences that I see, again, the post-purchase sequence, that's just people they bought already. We're trying to promote some related products, seasonal or holiday sequences. This could be like new collections, fall collections. We have our sale or promotion sequences, so things around any of our sale periods or Black Friday or Christmas. And then sort of our new collection, things are changing in our store. Maybe we have some clearance items. Those would also fit into a kind of a collection or product sequence. And then you can have social media and emails and educational sequences, which tend to be more informational. So maybe you're showing some of the viral videos that you have in your account or maybe in the industry. And then maybe you have some educational sequences, just trying to inform users more about your product or more about your brand. And those tend to be sort of a longer term sequence to get those sales. And the last thing for repeat buyers is retargeting. So being able to have a specific program where you're hitting the customers that have already bought from you. You can do that by first setting up your tracking pixels with Meta, with Google. And then you want to do some customer segmentation. So you're looking at customers that have bought a certain category or a certain product. And that way you can start to create targeted offers. So the example I'm giving here is someone comes into your store, they've bought a sweater or a type of sweater. Then we're going to hit them with offers that are related to relevant products. Maybe we have some scarves, some gloves, some coats that we sell, and then we're hitting that particular audience with those offers. So we're trying to be very targeted in our retargeting campaign, and that tends to lead to the best results. Okay, and the last point I'll make here is you don't really need more products or collections, but you need better navigation and discovery for your category pages. So one thing I mentioned at the beginning is I see a lot of e-com companies with very good traffic to their category pages. It tends to be easier to build traffic there, but for the most part, they don't spend a lot of time optimizing those pages for navigation and discovery. So here are some tips that I have to try and improve the click-through rate to your product pages from those category pages. So they'll include things like optimizing the layout. We want to make sure we're highlighting our best sellers. We want to make sure we're surfacing the products that are most relevant for our audience. The second is doing some A/B testing. I've actually have a quick case study I can show here, but trying to test things like maybe button colors, maybe call to actions, maybe even product images to see what works best for your audience. The third is working on your filter and search functions. So do you have a robust filter menu that surfaces things that people actually want to filter by? And the fourth is product fields. So are you showing the key product fields in your category page that actually allows people to find the products that they want? Because a standard Shopify category page, you're only showing the product image and the price and a call to action. You may want to show additional things like the product size, the product style, the product color, things that will help users navigate to the right product. Okay, so starting with layout, I find that it's very helpful to surface your top sellers on category pages, just to show people that, hey, this is what's popular with most of our audience, as well as organize your products into a logical subcategories on those pages. So what are some examples? Let's say, again, going with a clothing brand, you might organize your products into product type. So we have like pants and shirts. Maybe we have by material. So if I'm on a pants page, I can see here are the denim pants here, or sorry, here are the denim, I guess fleece pants doesn't make sense, but here are the denim products, here are the fleece products, etc. Or maybe by the fit, here's the type of fit for these pants, or even by collection. And that's just going to help people navigate the category page a little bit easier rather than showing them, let's say we have 100 products rather than showing them 25 products on category page without any kind of organization. Other things you could try showing trending products. So these are the latest products that are hot right now, award-winning products, maybe products that are more evergreen, and then products that are recommended by celebrities, influencers, etc. So here's an example from a brand that I worked with in the past, and this is a clothing retailer. And you can see here on this women's pants category page, right at the top, we're showing different types of styles or different types of fits so that users, they can immediately see, okay, this is the type of pant that I want, and they can go deeper down the funnel to find the particular product rather than having to, let's say, scroll through 20 different products trying to find something that they like. Okay, and then now the second thing is A/B testing. A/B testing, you can do that in a variety of use cases. But here for category pages, we're focused on things like button color, button text, product images, sometimes even product titles and product fields. So I'll show some examples. And when it comes to A/B testing, I like to use a software called VWO. And in this particular case study, what I did for this client is we tested different colors for their call to action. And we found that this particular color, which was a light green, it was actually 11.5% better than the original color that they had for their CTA. And so we can see that here. This is a company based out of Australia. And what we did for them on their category page is we simply changed the blue color here, which is their add to cart color. And we tested that against a variety of other colors. And we found that green was actually a lot better for users. And some of those are just psychological principles. Sometimes people click more when you use a certain text, use a certain layout. And so those are things that can be helpful. And then the third thing here is your filter and search. So we want to make sure we're checking popular searches on your website. And the reason we want to do that is we want to use that to improve your filter menu. So if you know that people are always searching for a specific style or a specific color, you can actually put that into your filter menu to make it easier for new users to navigate to those category pages. Other things you can add would be quick menu links or subcategory links, and those are going to be helpful for, again, driving users to the right part of your website. So here's an example from a major retailer, Sephora. They offer multiple ways to filter products, and they can, because this is in the skincare or beauty niche, users want to have a lot of different ways to filter. They might want to filter by skin concern or brand or skin type. And so Sephora is a great example because they are at the extreme end of how many options you can offer your users when it comes to filter, but you need to see what is appropriate for your particular industry. And then the last thing here that I'll mention is having product fields. So in some cases, it's helpful for users to know some additional details about a product before they actually go and check out the product details or check out the product page. So this could be things like the size or dimensions, the style of the product, the color, or if you want to use certain types of badges, like this is our top seller, this is an award winner, to try and convince users that, hey, this is a product that's very popular, and try to get them to go to the product page rather than only scrolling your category page. So in terms of product fields, anything that really helps users find their desired product or a suitable product can be included here. This is an example from another client I've worked with. This is in the digital products or the gaming industry. And we can see here that underneath each of their product offers, they actually have a number of product details. So in this case, this is a game account. And so for each game account, they're telling the user, here's how many points or levels or skins are included in the game account. And so that's going to make it a lot easier for users to choose the particular game account that they want to buy. So you can see if, what makes the most sense for your industry and see if you can implement that on your category pages. So that's it for all the CRO tips. If I were just to conclude, point number one is you don't need more traffic, you need more users to convert. Point number two, you don't need more customers, you need more repeat customers. And then point number three, you don't need more traffic to your category pages, but you need more category pages to drive more traffic to your product pages. And so those are the three main things that I see for CRO when it comes to e-commerce. And thanks so much for tuning in. And here is just some ways to get in touch with the team at Channelwill. So I think here we'll turn it over for questions.
Thanks, Tom. Let's first take a look at the previous question in the comments. Okay, let me see. Okay, so yeah, so I'm asking about the BigSpy. Thanks for your question, but considering the time, I will give a brief about the answer about the BigSpy. Actually, we have the massive advertising data support, CommerceNight, global ad platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, AdMob, and so on. We can tracking millions of ads in real time to help users gain industry insights. Secondly, just provides detailed data on the ad creatives, copy, and placement channels to optimize ad strategies, and also can help you to improve the ROI. Lastly, I think it attracts competitors. We can just competitor monitoring and market insights. The ad campaigns analyze their strategies and enables quickly about adjustment to maintain and to competitive edge. And also, you have any other questions about BigSpy, you also can send, you can just register on BigSpy and also can send an email to isabella@bigspy.com. That's the first one. And second, I think someone just asking, what do you think the most effective way to improve the store conversion? Yeah, it's a really good question, but I think, Tom, you already answered a lot about this question, like the A/B testing you mentioned, and also in my opinion, such as like the optimizing ad creatives with the winning insights and exactly targeting the right audience with a competitor intelligence. I mean, the right audience, because the ads is really, for now, it's really good every day. But do you have any other things you want to sharing about this question?
Yeah, I would say it really depends on the stage that the e-com store is in, and also their traffic channels. So like you said, if you're relying a lot on Facebook ads, Google ads, sometimes the reason why your store isn't converting well is your ads are not targeted enough, or your ad copy isn't, you're either not targeting the right keywords that have high buyer intent, or maybe your ads don't match what your keywords are, and so the users are bouncing. So there's really different stages, and there isn't really a one answer to this question. But the way that I would suggest that any e-com owner try to diagnose this is try to look for a tool like Microsoft Clarity or Hotjar, and just install that on your website so you can start collecting some data, and then try to see what users are actually doing on your website, because that usually is the eye opener in terms of understanding, oh, okay, so users are coming to my site, but they're not really sticking around for more than 20 seconds. Or they're coming to my site, they look at my product, but then they're not buying. So that tells you at what stage are users experiencing the most friction, and then you try to create some new designs or new copy to try to address those frictions.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for Tom. And let me take a look if there are any other questions. You also can help me to find it if there anything I'm missing, because I think yeah, I think it's okay to reshare the slide, right?
Yeah, that's okay with me.
Yeah. And any other questions? Do you have it?
There's a question about the big advantage of what is the advantage of BigSpy compared to other products?
Yeah, I just share a little quick
Oh.
brief about the BigSpy, and thanks
Okay.
for that. And also just mention, have questions, can send the email to the Isabella@bigspy.com. And I think also our assistant Isabella will just send the slides to everyone. Any other thing? So, okay, so I think it's good. So if you don't have any other questions, I think today's webinar has been here. No, I don't think I have any other questions. Sounds great. Okay, so our webinar will be here, and thanks for your joining, Tom, and hope can see you next time. And it's really glad to talk to everybody in this morning. And if you have any questions, like I mentioned before, you also can just go into BigSpy or Channelwill to find us, to ask us again. And also you can send the email to Isabella@bigspy.com. And that's it. Thanks for everybody's joining, and hope you have a great day. Thank you again, Tom, and hope to see you
Great.
next time.
Great. Thanks, Crystal. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.